Hi everyone, Jordan Long here, and today I want to talk about so-called Euro wisdom. Folks that think they know how to grow your Euro fairway. And don't get me wrong, you could learn something from what they're talking about. But most of the time, I don't think any of the things that you would do, would really truly help my fairway at all. First, they'd be like this. They'd be like, oh, well, first, you gotta make films that folks want to see. So it's your belief that all of my uploads, my live streams, and my shorts, they're things that no one wants to see. I'm sorry, I can't go around and see what all my followers are watching or not watching. Euro doesn't really give me any of that to work with, you know. So, and keep in mind, folks watch all kinds of films, so there's no way to know that what I make is what they like to watch. All right. Well, you also need to skim and cut and clean your work. Oh, once again, telling folks they gotta cut and skim and clean and shift their work. What is it with you folks always being big on that? Look, I don't cut or clean or skim or shift my work in any way. I don't have time to do it. I make the film, I upload it. Alright? It becomes playable. That's the end of it. You know. And you know what? What else you gonna tell me that so-called Euro wisdom out there? You gonna tell me that the way I make my films is bad? You know, or they're boring? Well, if you're gonna say that, then all right, that's your belief. Great for you. And it might need be the belief of some. Would it ever come to you to think that my followers are busy, that they're living lives, and they're not on the interweb all the time, either on their Reckon or their Y speaker? So, yeah. Well, another thing is, you gotta come up with a good name and a good telling of what's in your films. Oh, so you're gonna say that my name, what I write about, what's going on in my film, what my film's about, and you're gonna say the likenesses are not good. Yeah, well, that's your belief. Alright? Sorry if I can't come up with good names for my uploads or live streams or shorts or likenesses. I think they're good enough. You know. Well, you're never going to become a Euro business friend or business help or anything like that. No, it's not my goal. Alright? I could give two shits about being a business friend or a business helper on Euro. It was never my goal. And I'll never meet the standards anyway. Since it's not my goal, I could care less about the standards, alright? Your so-called Euro wisdom that you just make it up as you go. And I know some of you out there are going to say that you're a teacher and you teach other folks how to grow their Euro fairways. Well, great for you if you are. But guess what? I can't afford your classes. And even if I could, nothing you teach me would even help me. Alright? I like making my work the way it is. I have no running lead over who is or is not watching my films. So, yeah, I just think you folks are mostly full of shit, because there really isn't anything you can do to help anyone with their fairways or their uploads, their live streams, their shorts, whatever. You know. Well, if you don't believe anything, if you don't think that anything we say is working, because it doesn't work, well, you didn't do it the right way. You know, you didn't do all the things that you learned the right way. Oh, so now there's a right way and a wrong way. So you're going to tell me I've been doing it the wrong way for going 10 years, soon to be 11 years next month. Well, that's your belief. And good for you if you believe it. But you have no truth for it. You know. So stop telling folks, because I don't believe anything you say. You just make it up as you go. And yes, there need be are some folks that blow up and they get a lot of looking and a lot of watching on their uploads, their live streams, their shorts, their podcasts, whatever. And there are those that don't. So I'm happy with my fairway and where it's at and with the looking or watching I do have. Well, if you're happy with your fairway and the way that your uploads, live streams, or shorts are, then I guess there's nothing more needs to be said. Then I guess you'd be right. Because that's how these so-called Euro, you know, teachers or wise men or wise women, because there also are women too, so, or wise folk, I guess, who, you know, believe they know what's ailing one's fairway and believe they know what can make someone blow up overnight. You know, some folks like your work, some folks don't like your work, some folks just have luck on their side and that's how they get the looking, the watching, and whatever, and some folks don't. Well, I'm happy with whatever looking or watching I do get on my uploads, live streams, or shorts. So if you like this film, then give it a like, share it, playlist it, and I'll see you later.